Okay, guys, I think we're live. Pancake, thanks for watching. This is going to be a quick video, some Buckeyes talk. I haven't made a video in a couple days, so a couple things have occurred since my last video, so I thought I'd make one. Today we're going to talk about the Buckeyes, defending the first ever reigning defending college football champion. Last year came from number 4 seed in the playoffs and went on to win the first ever college football tournament, beating Alabama and Oregon. As anyone would know, they made that magical run with the third string quarterback. Last year's quarterback, Braxton Miller, got hurt beginning the season. So now he is relegated to receiver this year. It was reported on Twitter a couple days ago that he was, or confirmed by Urban Meyer, that he would be wearing number 1 and playing full-time wide receiver, which I think is awesome. I think Braxton Miller is a freak athlete. I would say yes, wide receiver fits his skill set, but really any position fits his skill set because he's that kind of athlete. I think it's great. I think it'll help because they're missing one of the wide receivers for the Virginia Tech game. So that should be good. I think they'll win. I think there's just too much motivation from last year's loss. I think they will get through this one game without Bosa, and the skill players they left. Another big tidbit: Urban Meyer said in a press conference after the first day of camp that he was going to give J.T. Barrett and Cardell Jones split time at starter, which to me is kind of surprising. I just don't think you play how Cardell played in the playoffs, and he showed he had all the intangibles. J.T. Barrett didn't do anything to lose the job, and neither did Braxton. Cardell did the one thing that if he would have done, would have done the job. I mean, if he gets the job, you hand him the ball against Wisconsin and say it wasn't his job at that point. But the one thing that could have won him the job is not just beating Wisconsin, Alabama, Oregon, but dominating Wisconsin, dominating Alabama, and dominating Oregon. He did all three of those things, looked awesome, and yes, it's 3 games, but I don't think you can anyone watch him and be like, now if he comes into camp and comes in lazy, taking it for granted, bad attitude, I could see. But if he comes in camp in shape and is playing to his capabilities, Cardell Jones, I think, should be the starter. J.T. Barrett, he's talented. He'll probably have, at this point, he'll have one starting year. Because I think he's a year behind Cardell. So when Cardell graduates, he'll have 1 year as a starter. A lot of good quarterbacks have won. And I think if he has 1 year as a starter, barring an injury, I think J.T. Barrett will get drafted and have a really good football career. I mean, I don't think he loses out on anything other than physically playing longer for the Buckeyes. But yeah, it's a little game. Good problem to have, but it's riches. And these 3 guys right here, these 3 guys are the reason this team is in the best position to win a championship. That and the winnable division, that and the winnable schedule. I don't think it's a question. Now, this year, or now, they have the playoffs, which is a toss-up. They could lose freakishly in the playoffs. But I think getting to the playoffs is a lot. Getting to the playoffs is a lot. It's a lot. And like I said, I'm a Cowboys fan and a Buckeyes fan. I follow the Bengals, but I'm a Cowboys fan and a Buckeyes fan, and this year should be a great year. Last year was a good year. Buckeyes win the national title. Cowboys get to the playoffs, win the division. But this year, championship and championship are the only scenarios. I think this team, like I said, barring injury, and look at that, Buckeyes had injuries last year, and they proved they can out-depth the injuries. So yeah, that's it. Braxton Miller wearing 1, I think it's kind of weird, but hey, wide receiver. I think he'll be awesome at wide receiver. It might take him a little while to get a hang of the actual catching. I'm sure he's caught at practice or doing it, so I don't think it'll be that much of a. But the activities that wide receiver does that a quarterback doesn't, but the running, the moves, the the quickness, the agility, that will already be there because that was half his game at quarterback. And like I said, I think Cardell should be the starting quarterback. Yes, because they won the national title, and not just that. I mean, if they would have won, if they would have beat Wisconsin, beat Alabama, beat Oregon like close, and he was just mediocre, he blew all three of those teams out the building. Yes, the Alabama game came down to the last possession, technically. If anyone watches that Alabama game, they dominated. They had it. Multiple turnovers against Alabama that made that game close. And if one of those turnovers, they would be, and they weren't even forced turnovers by Alabama. They were Ohio State screwing themselves. And then they had a couple 4-5 turnovers against Oregon, and they still blew Oregon out of the water. But Wisconsin, Oregon, you could see blew. I even think the Alabama game was a blowout. As far as physically watching what's on the field, the Buckeyes dominated that game. He dominated all three of those times, and he was the player of the game of all three games. I mean, you could make a case for Ezekiel Elliott, the clinching run, and pretty much the clinching run against Alabama, and then he basically broke Alabama's back late in the fourth quarter, just grinding out runs. But Ezekiel Elliott aside, Cardell Jones is your MVP of the Big Ten championship game, both playoff games. So yeah, I think Cardell Jones should be starting, and I'm really excited to see what Braxton Miller does. Monday, I believe it's September 7th. I believe it's a Monday, September 7th. Buckeyes, Virginia Tech from Blacksburg. I don't think it'll be an easy game. It might be close. It might end up being a blowout because I really do think the Cowboys, Buckeyes, and the way Urban Meyer coaches, it's like a slow, and then by the end of the game, if they do what they're supposed to do, they're wearing you out at the end of the game. They did that against Oregon, and they did it against Wisconsin, and then Alabama stayed close, but just watching that game. So I think they'll win against Virginia Tech. It's one game. They'll get Bosa back for game 2, and I think there is no reason to not believe the Buckeyes can win back-to-back national titles, which I'm pretty sure it's the first back-to-back national titles in a while, because they won back in like the 60s, and then they won in 2002, and then they won last year. So, but yeah, that'll be it. Let me know in the comment description what you think about the quarterback situation in Columbus, and how do you think Braxton Miller will do at wide receiver, and what are your predictions on Ohio State and Virginia Tech game 1? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this video, be sure to hit subscribe, and I will be making more throughout the football season, I'm sure. The videos will definitely be turned way up for the football season. Like I said, Cowboys, Buckeyes, maybe some random NFL news or college football news. I also follow the Bengals. I might do some Bengals stuff. But yeah, Mancake Sports Network. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.